Good morning, Ahiah. Welcome to our Sunday meditation. Just join with me, sitting where you are. You may be on your way. You may be at home watching. Just allow yourself to relax. Allow the tones of the music that you're hearing and my voice just like you. I'm just breathing. And as you breathe in and out, what you're hearing is also breath. You hear the birds in the background. Breathe those sounds in as you breathe. Allow the breath to enter through your nostrils. With your eyes closed, as you breathe, watch the swirling little light forms just circling around. Breathe deeply. As you're holding your breath, as you're breathing it in, you're taking in all that is available, which is all. There are no limitations. As the breath freely flows in and out, just notice the breath. You don't have to do anything. Allow the music to gently hold you as you breathe. Breathe in the music, for in the tones that you're hearing are all life. Allow the music to just resonate with your breath. been here before. You were here eons ago, or it seems like that. Back when you were on your way to being birthed in this plane. Somebody was there who had an idea of you. Maybe it was your great-great-great-grandfather, grandmother. They knew that one day you would emerge as a human being. As you just breathe into this place, this deep, still space where everything exists. Waiting and revealing the truth of you as you experience this now. Take a moment and be in that place you were, just like now, with your eyes closed. You are there. And one day, you emerged as a human. Thrust out by an energy that is always with you. For as this energy thrust you into your new life as a human, as you emerged from eons, lifetimes, you emerged, and it felt good after you laughed, you cried, you didn't know where you were, but you looked up. As your eyes began to open, and this energy just pulled you into its bosom. You knew your father, your mother right then. The energy of the manifestation of your father and your mother filled you with joy, and you felt love, just like the love you knew in those eons that you were pure spirit. Just allow the music and the sound of my voice to take you there, and just linger in this space of pure ecstasy, for this is realized joy. As you do this and you feel your body opening and receiving this love, just take your hand and place it on around your heart area like this, and just keep it there. Let it hover and feel that energy. It may feel warm, may feel hot. This is the energy that supports you, who you really are. Feel that energy just kind of form a ball of fire, cosmic fire. It does not burn. Allow this healing energy to manifest right there in your heart area. And as you do, allow it to grow. Allow it to pass through all those areas. As it goes through these areas, allow it to recognize and pass through whatever energy is causing any discomfort, maybe pain, which can be something you think, something you feel. As you recognize these, know them for what they are. Yes, for these too come to pass. Allow that energy to wrap around your thoughts. Set them free. As you do this, you have a feeling. Go ahead, express it. I am grateful. Just say with me, I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful for this life. Grateful for the love I feel. I'm grateful for the love that feels me. And just allow this feeling, even if it makes you cry, it's okay, because that allows healing. That allows the healing of your soul. Just hold this gently. Open your eyes. Look around the room we're in. It just feels so good. As we conclude the meditation, we will go into the meditation of peace in the world, equality, justice, love. Thank you.
Good morning, Ahiah. We like to start our service, our pre-service, so to speak, after the beautiful meditation, Chris, lighting the flames of faith, a call to service. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. As Patricia lights the first candle, it is for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding them here at our center, in our community, online, and in our hearts. As Patricia lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
Good morning, Ahiah. Welcome. My name is Patricia Roach, and I am a practitioner emeritus here at Ahiah, and I welcome each and every one of you and those that are online. Thank you for being here with us this morning. So happy Sunday. Yes. We're also sending much love and light to those online and those that are on their way. And we also, after service, have our Women's Circle, which is going to be on self-care versus self-love, what the difference is. So if you're able to stay, we welcome you for that. I'd like to say thank you for all of those people, volunteers, that make it possible for our service to be here today, for it to be on live stream, and for us to share in the loving presence that God is. So, our musicians, we have Chris Glick. He is our music director. Thank you, Chris. We have Brian Medafee on drums. We also have Leon on our bass. And for our sound today, Frederick, we send you love and light on your travels, but we have Albert Allure for our sound person today. We got backup again. Our volunteers that I don't see in the back, I know Jackie O is here, Milton is here. They're our hugs team. So you can always get a hug or handshake if you're comfortable with that, but at least a smile. And that's our love sharing with you. I don't know, is Dorothy here today? No, okay. So it's Milton and Jackie. Okay, thank you for being here. And our singer today is, who's our singer? Oh, Jacki Simone, welcome. Thank you. I heard some of your music this morning. It's going to be such a treat, so I appreciate you, sending you much love and light, allowing Spirit to sing through you. And for our live streaming on the computer, we have Julian back there in the back. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, do we have any visitors today? No visitors? Maybe we have visitors online. I just want you to know that we send you lots of love and light and just thank you for being with us today. Our theme today is Legacy for the month, and our own Reverend Nicole is speaking on freedom to be. She told me this morning I was stealing her talk, so we'll see. We want to send love and light to Reverend Michael and his family, safe travels to Marcia and her family for their loss. And so we also have Revealing the Truth, and Ahiah is downtown Pasadena. And I neglected to put on here, it's the Playhouse Village District. It's the Playhouse area in Pasadena. How about that? Downtown Pasadena. So, and I think I was supposed to do that in the beginning, but it's okay. I did it. So, Ahiah is a place where we reveal the truth and we welcome everyone. We say thank you for coming to visit with us and share your time as we share our love and our light with you. So you're always welcome. We honor all faiths, as you saw in our candle lighting. And we have a little ceremony that we do called Sarah Bono. I see you. Namaste. The soul in me meets the soul in you, or the God in you meets the God in me. And so you can stand up and say hello. You can turn around and wave. You can even get up and get a hug if you want one. And I will say hello to those that are online, and thank you for being with us this morning as well. We are a safe, loving, inclusive space, an environment of love here at Ahiah. So you definitely can feel the love. So I think that's everything. Please stand and we will do our congregational song, which is thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
stars in the sky. Thank you for all your light. Thank you for I am grateful. Thank you for all your love. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We have Chris doing triple duty today. Chris will be our practitioner with the invocation and reading.
Good morning, Ahiah. It's so wonderful to see all your smiling faces, to hear Patricia speak, and I'm just grateful. In the meditation, we ended with being grateful. I want to read a couple things, and then I'll do the prayer. So this is from Science of Mind magazine, Monday. Don't fit in, fit out. Yeah. So our job in this lifetime is not to shape ourselves into some ideal we imagine that we ought to be, but to find out who we already are and become it. This was Stephen Pressfield, The War of Art. Ernest Holmes says, automatically you get rid of the negatives by the implanting of positives. Negatives cannot exist when positives fill the space. When the sunshine of love and confidence fills your whole being, the darkness of the negatives has to disappear. We do not change the world by denying what is broken, any more than we can fix a toothache by denying the cavity. In many ways, life conditions us to color inside the lines, such that many never discover the truth that they are divine beings. We compete with the Joneses. We do our best to get the grass to be as green as the grass we imagine on the other side, which we see as better or even perfect. If God wanted to fit in, why would it bother to incarnate us as the diverse types of fruits, vegetables, animals, plants, or people? Why would a God that fits in even bother to incarnate at all? Life is the very definition of diversity. Our unique appearances, ways of communicating, dancing, cooking, and creating should be embraced, nurtured, celebrated, not denied for the sake of fitting in. Fitting in is an attempt to belong, but we must first belong to ourselves. The creation of the beloved community happens when the sense of belonging we accept for ourselves is shared and spread to such a degree that others begin to feel for themselves the love of belonging to themselves. What if we colored outside the lines so powerfully and passionately that the lines dissolve and the vision of what can be becomes the reality of what is? There's only one Michelangelo, Einstein, Siddhartha, Mother Mary, Jesus. But there are many divine geniuses, Buddhas, and Christs, and you are one. You are one. And I want to read another little passage from In the Flow of Life. That was from our recent book study by Eric Butterworth. So this is when you find yourself in any seemingly hopeless situation, it is wise to shun the tendency to emphasize the darkness of the tunnel rather than the fact that the tunnel has light at both ends. When you dwell on the darkness and futility of a situation, you're going to become bogged down in the slough of despond. Keep in the consciousness of the flow of life. This too shall pass. Every experience in life comes to pass because life is change. And I want you just to understand a couple things, and then I'm going to do the prayer. This idea of fitting out is true to all of us. How many times were we told to color in and not outside the lines? Well, if you're anything like me, I create things outside the lines. And like the reading said, you begin to know who you are as you go through life, and you find, you celebrate your being outside. Many of you know that I'm also the pianist at the Comedy Store. I get to play about a half hour where I play piano and trumpet at the same time. Well, that's way out, isn't it? Okay, so each of you is a master of who you are. And as you grow in this life, stuff comes up and says, yeah, do this. And I want to just say, I am. Because God is. I am because you are. As I look into your eyes, I see beauty. I see God. Each of you is a manifestation of what God is. No matter where you are in life, God is. I am. You are. I am grateful for knowing this. I'm grateful for our minister today who is speaking, Reverend Nicole Robbins, who has said yes to allow her words. I'm grateful for the musicians. I'm grateful for Jacki Simone. I'm grateful for our mass choir, Jacki Owens. And each of the musicians and the singers, and as you joined in with the congregational song, and you will on the last one, this is our energy, which is our God energy, flowing. We don't even think of it as giving and receiving, because that's innate in the flow of life. Again, I am grateful. I release this word, knowing that it is the truth spoken, knowing that the manifestation of our growth, each of us together individually, that is said. And that too comes to pass as we are in the flow and we rejoin who we really are. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Yes. And oh, thank you. It's time for our song, I think. I'd like to invite Jacki Simone up to the stage, and we're going to do a song for you. Thank you.
Good morning, Pasadena family. Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith sends from the Agape International Spiritual Center, says to give you his love.
We just have to adjust something in the sound, I think. Do you need some reverb? Is that? Oh, great. Okay, Albert.
Please.
Just a tad, a little bit.
There he is, you guys. He was hiding from me. I thought he was sitting in the white chair, and I'm like, he's not there. There he is. Hey, Albert.
Oh, I hear it.
Two now. Hey, Albert. Okay. So, you guys, this is an original composition, and I felt I really wanted to sing this song today because of the environment, the external environment that we're currently in. Sometimes a mild depression can come through, and just the race consciousness, it's a lot of feeling of unrest. And so we have to stay prayed up and pray for everyone for freedom and peace and love and compassion. We're all one, right? Yeah, so we have to keep on praying, y'all, but that's why I'm singing this song. Rest in thee, every moment, every hour, rest in thee, thine omniscient, omnipower, oh, rest in thee. Still your mind like the calming waters and waves on love. Don't you move till you're moved. Every moment, every hour, till you're moved in thine omniscient, omnipower, till you're moved. Still your mind like the calming waters, waves
darkest, coldest storm, the sun still shines. See the sun. I'm in you and you're in me. Pray in my name with authority, with the faith of thee. Spread your wings to fly so high. Rise above the barriers, no barriers, you're free. Why don't you rest in thee? Every moment, every single hour, till you're moved and thine omniscient omnipower, till you're moved. Still your mind like the coming waters and wait on Thank you. Thank you. Brian. Chris. Leon. Thank you.
I'm speechless. I feel we've been churched, everyone. Let's give Jacki another round of applause. Whoa, that was spectacular. I don't know about you all, but I felt my heart just move, and then it moved again, and then it moved again, and then it kept moving, and it kept moving, and I realized I left something down on my chair I need to go grab, because I was like the little clicker right there. Yes, please, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ooh, I might need a moment. Thank you, Jacki. That was a beautiful song. And as she said, the sun shines even after the storms. And it feels a little chaotic right now in the world. I don't know about you all, but I feel a little chaos in the world. And I like to go back to nature. And this last week, it was the solstice. And the solstice is when the sun appears to stand still. It's that between moment. It's when the Earth's pole is, the North Pole is tilted closest to the sun. And it's that stillness, that still point. The days are now becoming a little shorter. It's the longest day. I don't know about you all, but in the summer, I get up at like 5:30, and in the winter, I get up at 7:30. And today, my dogs got me up, and I was just like, wait, it's only 5. Come on, guys. Can't we sleep a little bit longer? And I love how our ancestors built these amazing natural, creations. I guess they're not really natural, but Stonehenge is on that moment, that solstice moment. The sun comes over and it shines right in the center of the Stonehenge. And then also in the winter solstice, I don't know, has anyone ever been to the Orkney Islands? It is way above Scotland, and I actually had the opportunity to go. And it's the most amazing place ever. And I was there for the winter solstice, but I didn't know about it back then. But May's house on the Orkney Island, in the main island of Stromness, when the sun hits at that moment, it goes through the whole thing. And just to think that people were able to calculate that summer and winter solstice to create such an event. So when I feel chaos in the world, I always like to go back to nature. The sun is turning, the earth is turning around the sun, the moon goes around the earth, and it all comes back. It's just a cycle. Nothing good, nothing bad stays. It always changes. There's always that change. I found this little short poem by T.S. Eliot, The Still Point of the Turning World. At the still point of the turning world, neither from nor towards, at the still point there is the dance is, but neither arrest nor movement. And do not call it fixity, but where the past and future are gathered. Past and future are gathered. Neither movement from nor towards, neither ascent nor decline. Except for the point, the still point, there would be no dance, and there is only the dance. So there's that moment in our lives where we can choose which way. Well, how do I want to look at this? That still point. So today we are talking about legacy. The month has been legacy. And last week we talked about our divine strength. And today we're going to explore freedom to be. And when I write my sermons, I kind of ponder. I was actually supposed to do next week's sermon, so I was pondering next week's sermon. And then Reverend Michael was called out of town for a family situation, and I had to quickly shift. And my process is to look at my bookcase. I love my books. This is my favorite thing. Deborah's smiling because she knows what I'm talking about. And I was like, wow, there's a lot of books about freedom to be. There's The Inner Journey. There's The Shadow Work. There is Brene Brown. There's a lot of books that I have. And there's a lot of talk about been done. But the way I wanted to do this is recognizing our freedom to be. And the very first page of our textbook, our Science of Mind Bible, on the last paragraph, Ernest says, the divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. That's just not only the souls in America. That's not only the souls in Mexico or Canada. That's every living soul. Everyone who occupies this planet and perhaps other realms in the universe. Because we are all the same energy. We're all that drop of energy. I found in a book, one of my books, I found an Enneagram of Belonging, My Freedom to Belong, speech by Howard Thurman that he did at Spelman College in May of 1980. He said, there is something in every one of you that waits and listens to the sound of genuine in yourself. It is the only true guide you will ever have. And if you cannot hear it, you will all of your life spend your days at the end of the strings that someone else pulls. Right? Now, who is that someone else? That someone else is myself talking to myself. It is that legacy of our parents and our grandparents and our great-grandparents that we've left, the family patterns. It's the mask that we wear. We started our Artist Way yesterday. We had our little Zoom. And so I've been doing my morning pages, and I was writing some things about, I'm going to get up in front of the church, and God, am I worthy enough to stand up in front of this audience, this congregation, and give this talk? And I was like, what are you talking about, Nikki? This is all craziness that you're just doubting yourself, and doubt came up. As you know, we started our little coffee in earnest. So after I wrote that, and I kind of did some self-forgiveness for judging myself of not being worthy enough, I pulled out our Living Science of Mind, which is what we're doing every Sunday morning from 10 to 10:30, except for next week. So I need to make sure Janet and Ben and those who aren't here today know about it. And the last paragraph of what we read, now mind you, this was 2 minutes after I was doing the little self-forgiveness for judging myself. Freedom already exists, but your freedom is in your own thought. Hence, it is not enough to say God is free, which is, of course, is a true statement, but the statement must be made personal. The freedom of God is my freedom. And if we don't like if people are like, God, a little bit, The freedom of my good is my good. The power of my good is my power. The presence of God, my good, is in me. The mind of God is my mind. The strength of God is my strength. And the joy of God is my joy. And so I kind of went, Nikki, why are you writing this stuff? It's all in your thoughts. It's that mask of doubt I wear. I found this quote: nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment, and especially on their children, than an unlived life of the parent. I would like to add that I had a grandfather come to me. I was champion soccer player. My grandson going to be champion tennis player. And at that time, I'm like, I don't think I'm the right teacher for you. Right? So it's also not the unlived life of our parents, but it's the expectations that we as children place upon ourselves to live up to our parents' expectations. Is your family a sporty family and you're an artist? Are you a sporty person and your family an artist? Or did you come from a family of singers and you're a beautiful singer? You know, how many of you, okay, here's a funny thing. My personal email is Tennis Nikki. My work email is Reverend Nicole. So I kind of identified myself. Who has their name as their email, right? I know you have your name. I know you have your name. I know you have your name. So sometimes we kind of identify and we have this mask on. This is who I think I am. I'm Tennis Nikki over here. I'm Reverend Nicole over here. And that's who I am? Well, I'm actually a divine being, have a human experience wearing this mask. So how do we come to these roles? Am I the caretaker? Was my family, did I have a sickly mother and I had to take care of my mother or my father? Did I come from a family where if I clowned around, I needed to be the class clown to be seen? So we kind of put on masks to fit in. And why do we do this? To be loved. It all comes down to love. I want to be loved. I want to be seen. I want to be heard. And often we wear this mask about perfection, strength, humor, invisibility. Oh, I don't know if I'm good enough to get up and talk in front of a congregation. Because what if I fail? You won't love me. What if I do a bad talk? You won't love me. What if I sing off key? We shape ourselves to be accepted, to be safe, to belong. It's not out of weakness, but it's out of a deep desire to be connected. But love doesn't require us to perform. Love calls us to be our true selves. All right, I'm going to share a little secret the other day. Reverend Michael and I got into a little just disagreement about something. And in the past, I would have been like, oh, he's my boss. I don't want to upset him. I don't want to speak my word, because what if I say something that he gets mad? I don't want to cause upset. I don't want to be that rock in someone's shoe. I don't want him to think less of me because I don't agree with him. Well, actually, we talked it out and it worked out perfectly. And he didn't kick me out of the church. We talked about it. But in the past, I would have had that mask on, like not to upset the person. And Brene Brown, has anyone heard of Brene Brown? When we trade our authenticity for safety, we start to feel hollow. There's that emptiness, like, I don't feel truly who I am because I'm performing. I'm a circus monkey for someone. I'm doing something for someone else, not for myself. I'm not being who I truly am. And this is when we really start to suffer. I know I suffered in the past from this, trying to get someone's approval. If I just was a good enough minister, if I just was a good enough tennis player, if I ran my business perfectly, if I didn't fail, then I'd be loved. Then I'd be okay. Everything would be okay. If I just followed the rules, everything would be okay. But we suffer even more when we reject these parts of ourselves, the identity. We refuse to love and practice compassion for ourselves, for myself. I know I beat myself up really well. And I found this in the Enneagram of Belonging by Chris Hertz. It's one of my books. I was like, ooh, I bet this one has some good quotes in it. Ooh, I bet this one has some good quotes in it. This connection to spirit is we get disconnected from ourself, from our truth. So something have we all heard the anise nin? It was harder to stay in the bud than it was to bloom. There's also, I found this quote, sometimes the scariest bridge to burn is the one between you and the person you thought you were. Right? So let me repeat that. Sometimes the scariest bridge to burn is the one between you and the person you thought you were. I thought I was a minister at a small church. I thought I needed to be at a small church with a small congregation. I thought that's where I was safe, and I played small because that's who I thought I was. I didn't think, how can I be at a big church with a lot of pews? And I see my friends in the back. I'm so happy to see you here. This is what it is. It's playing small, and that was scary for me. I remember I was actually reflecting on it. My first sermon was here in August of last year. I mean, I did talks, but my very first sermon, you remember it, right, Patricia? I was so nervous. I was so scared. I was so uncomfortable. I didn't want you guys not to like me. I didn't want to make a mistake. I wanted to give you all great inspiration. And I was a mess. But here I am a year later, and I have never felt more love than the people here. And I'm able to know that I can mess up, I can say something wrong, I can trip down the stairs, and you're still gonna love me. I found in an email, so like I said, I used all sorts of avenues to put this together. As the outer chaos increases, are you prepared to either verify or invalidate many of the things you've experienced, inwardly and outwardly? So as my world was falling apart, it was information. It wasn't who I was. It was information that I can use to make a new decision, a new truth about who I am. Are you brave enough to challenge many of your old assumptions, particularly the ones you don't even know you're carrying around? I've had this conversation with several people. There's thoughts that we have, their beliefs, this mask that we're wearing, the yes-no mask. It's not yes-no, it's yes and no. There's this beautiful gray part. Are you willing to engage in listening, in nuanced thinking, in compassionate reflection, and admitting when you don't know what you don't know? We don't know that we don't know until we know, and once we know, we can never not know. And we don't know that we don't know until we know, and then we now know that we do know, that we didn't know before. Say that 10 times fast. Right? I know, right? Just say it one time. So we are not our roles. I'm not Tennis Nikki or Reverend Nicole at Ahiah.com. I'm a human being I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. I am up here practicing, challenging myself, giving, how do I want to say this? It's a privilege, pressure is privilege. So being up here, challenging myself every week to be part of this human life, it's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to challenge myself. It's a privilege to go through the hard work. It's a privilege to make those nuanced changes in my life, whether it's small, big. And we're not limited by our past experience. What happened in the past is not who I am now. The soul that surrenders to itself, to its real self, will automatically find peace, freedom, and joy. I'm going to show a picture, and I got permission to use this picture. This 6 months ago was my nephew. She's now my niece. And I can't even imagine what she's gone through in her life. But I can tell you that when this child was growing up, there was something a little off. And I don't mean in a bad way, but there was something unsettled. And I never knew what to get him as a present because nothing seemed right. And all our conversations were about 5-10 minutes. A few months ago, she told me about her decision to come out and to transition, to become a transgender female. And I've never seen a bigger smile. I've never experienced more joy. Our conversations that were 10 minutes were an hour and a half. We talked and we shared and we laughed. And I text and we have long texts and the soul that surrenders itself to its real self will automatically find freedom, peace, and joy. This soul made a soul contract to be born into my family and had to go through a lot of stuff to get to where she is now. And I can't tell you the love, the courage, and the strength of heart that this soul has gone through. And I am so I'm so excited to watch this journey of her unraveling, of her growth, of her joy. I love her so much. And to be part, to bear witness to this courage, to bear witness to dropping the mask of who everyone thinks you are and standing in your courage. The amount of courage to do this in my family is amazing. And so I just want to tell her I love her and I'm so proud of her. And it's not just her, she's just one person who is doing this. There's many people in our society and other societies. There's many people who are here with these soul contracts, who are in our community, in our world, that we are all one. It's not LGBTQ plus IS 2SIA. It's called humanity. It's not alphabet soup, it's humanity. This is where we all are together, loving and respecting everyone. I kind of am using Reverend Mike's slide from last week because I thought it was kind of important. Freedom to be, we talked about divine strength, and through that divine strength, we can be who we are. There's pain versus suffering. Pain is inevitable, but suffering's optional. Healing as a choice, realizing healing is about oneself, not just enduring pain. Pain is information for us to use for our healing. We have ancestral support. It's our opportunity to heal our lineage because our ancestors want us to heal. This is the unseen support that is passed down from the generation. I couldn't heal it, so please, you heal it. I couldn't heal it, so please heal it. And once we heal within ourselves, we heal the whole past line, and we can heal the whole forward line. This is our opportunity. And I thought I would even include using rhythms of nature, using the energy of the summer solstice. Light as divine awareness. Light, summer solstice, the longest day, the most light. Light overcomes darkness. It symbolizes the inner light of our spirit shining fully within us. And also the solstice aligns with the season of fruitfulness and expression. Just as nature's in full bloom, everything's blooming right now. We too can be in full bloom. It's time to claim our good. It's time to claim our now and stand in our spiritual authority. Stand up on the podium, give the sermons, and trust that you can do it. Trust I have the strength. I'm going to use I statements because my class knows I like I statements. Own it, I am. And then with the solstice also marks the turning point. So now we're shifting back to shorter days and longer nights. Nights is time of reflection, to go within. What am I ready to release with gratitude? Where is spirit calling me to grow next? And we also have that inner fire, that divine will, our solar plexus, our chakra right here, the seat of our will, the seat of our identity. What is our identity? Spiritual beings having a human experience. It's not my name, email. It's not my job. It's not my role in life. What is mine to grow into? What is mine to be as a spiritual? What was my sacred contract? I love the Ernest. Have you ever seen the video of Ernest? He was only about 5'4", and he's leaning against a piano. And he says, there's a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it. I'd encourage you to look it up on YouTube, because he's literally like standing there in his suit, leaning against. Say it with me. There's a power for good in the universe greater than you are, greater than I am. I can use it. Let's do that one more time. There's a power for good in the universe greater than I am. And I can use it. Yes, it's time to directly channel that power and do something different. Here at Ahiah, we're releasing our mask here at Ahiah also. We were known as a church. We're now a center for spiritual living, offering lots of opportunities, whether through music, through theater, through our children's program. We are a healing center. This is why we are here. We are dropping our masks. We are releasing that identity as just a church. We are a community center gathering together. I am organizing a healing wellness fair, September 20th. I'm looking for those of you who haven't been on many committees. I know Nancy Johnson and Jacki and Barbara and Deborah and all of you, Rosanna, have all been on so many committees helping out. I want to bring some of us new people in. But of course, I still need everyone's help. But I want to get some volunteers to help me join a committee to put this together. We're going to take the mass down at Ahiah. We are going to invite our community in for healing, where we'll have Tai Chi and yoga and Qigong in the fellowship hall, talks in here, music on the patio, vendors and healthy food, and who knows what else. Classroom, we can do classroom stuff in the classroom. Who wants to participate? Who's going to come? Right? I'm going to see what I can do. So let's just do our little spiritual mind treatment. Recognizing and knowing that there is just this one infinite power, this one presence, one source of life, pure, radiant, and eternal. The presence is love itself, and that love is our freedom to be. This is an intelligence. It's grounded. It's good. It is the great I am. It is God is my truth. And as I unify with this presence, it's because presence is everywhere. It is here. It is me. I am the sacred source. It is the very same life that moves through the stars, through our solstice, through our sun, moon. I am not separated from this source. I am living, breathing, outpouring love of God. And I realize and I know that this deep awareness, as I speak my word right here and right now, I know that I am God, that any identification, mass, any labels, roles that I have given myself, they do not confine me. It doesn't determine who I am, because I recognize every experience is just information. No matter how painful it was, it's brought me closer to my awakening. My truth is right here and right now. I am the presence of God, and I choose to see every situation through eyes of love, the eyes of God. I reclaim my power by abandoning myself, thinking I'm less than, thinking I am this role. I release other people's opinions of who I am. I know my truth. And I pull my energy back from regret and despair. And I walk up to the altar of transformation. I say, thank you for this power. And I just give thanks for this truth. I give thanks for this understanding. I give thanks for the opportunities, for the mountains I've climbed. Because as I climb these mountains, I reach for the stars, I reach for the sun, and I am strong. I celebrate my freedom to be. I forgive myself for any judgments, and I'm grateful for this knowing. And with fierce love, I embrace my truth of who I am. And I just release these words to the nothingness, to the infinite field of law. And in that place, I'm filled with love, serenity, compassion, empathy, and joy. And together we affirm this by saying, and so it is, amen and amen. Woo. I got some affirmations for us. The battery died. I hate it when the battery dies. I am free to release who I am not, embrace who I truly am. I am free to release who I am not and embrace who I truly am. I trust that being my authentic self is my greatest gift to the world. Trust that being my authentic self is my greatest gift to the world. The mask has served me, but my truth now leads me. I am free. Mass has served me, but my truth now leads me. I am free. All right. How are those? Yeah? Nice. Wonderful. All right, what time is it? It's time for the conscious giving. Bring the wheelbarrows up. So let's just say a prayer, knowing that what we give here today goes on to heal, lift, and support our center, our community, our congregation, and that we know by giving increases the abundance and is returned to me tenfold. It's with a grateful heart I say thank you for these gifts, and together we say, and so it is. So those online and those here who are prepared to give, Jacki and Milton will be bringing the wheelbarrows up, but you can also give online at ahiah.com/donate. You can mail a check to us, Ahiah CSL, 150 North El Molino Avenue, Pasadena, 91101. Or you could text to give, 616, not a typo, 616-229-2225. All right, let's say our prayer. This gift I give is God in action. I send it forth with joy, confidence, and ease. I am blessed by the law of giving and receiving. As I now share my gifts with life, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And so it is. Amen and amen. Woo, I think we have Miss Jacki coming back. Yes.
Thank you. That was wonderful, Reverend Nicole. That was so great. Yeah. Come take my tithe, because I got to be in the flow. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm originally from Chicago, and we love the blues. Rhythm and blues, everything, really. But this is for us to have some fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to the bass man. All right now. On my journey, love and happiness became my companions. I knew I was blessed. I could see the sun shining, but I could not see how to deal with the obstacles in front of me. My mama told me, make God your home. Watch who you keep company with. Keep the light upstairs on. Pray at all times. Enjoy in misfortune, and there'll be times of pain. One night sadness came. I walked in pain. I didn't feel love. Forgot God's name. Who could I depend on when I could not see the grace of God all the
time holding me. And if I made my bed in hell, God said, no, I am even with you there. Pick up thy bed and walk. Hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Come on, Miriam. To the upper room of sweet surrender. In the upper room, prayer holds you tender, yeah. The upper room, release your burdens and cares. In the upper room, you know God hears all your prayers. Come on and go upstairs to the upper room. Ain't no denying, tears of joy you'll be the only crying. Hey, pick up thy bed and walk. Hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Come on, Leon, give us some of that bass. Now I know what God can do. Say what? No matter what you're going through. You'll be directed when you cannot see. Give it some more. Lifted in love and clarity. Hey, hey. Woo! Give it up for Leon. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the upper room, there's sweet surrender. In the upper room, prayer holds you tender, yeah. The upper room, release your burdens and cares. In the upper room, you know God hears all your prayers. Come on and go upstairs to the upper room. Ain't no denying, tears of joy you'll be the only crying. Yeah, pick up that bed and walk. Hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Hey! Say, don't you want to go to the upper room? Outro. Don't you want to live in the upper room? Great to hold you. Wisdom will mold you in the upper room. In the upper room. In the upper room. Live upstairs in the upper room. Pick up thy bed and walk. Hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Yeah. Listen, elevate your mind to the upper room. Live upstairs in the upper room. Change your mind, raise your thoughts, lift them higher. Let the Spirit guide you to the upper room. The upper room. Holy communion, holy union in the upper room. Come on, go upstairs. Hey, hey, upper room. Live upstairs in the upper room. Grace will hold you. Wisdom will mold you in the upper room. Say the upper room. What you say, Chris? In the upper room. In the upper room. Live upstairs in the upper room. In the upper room. Live upstairs.
Holy Communion. Woo! We are all in the upper room right now. Woo! That voice. Woof. Let's give it up for Jacki one more. That was just awesome. Thank you. Woo. Yes, and the band, thank you. Woo-hoo. That was amazing. Reverend Mike, you are missing out. Oh, what's next? Oh, the youth. They're coming, our little youthies. We'll come back. On July 6th, we have a very special day planned. That is our Christmas in July. As you know, our original holiday party was in January, but a little situation happened. A big situation. So love and light to those who are still rebuilding. We know it's going to be a process, and we're sending you lots of blessings on that. But we're going to do our party now. It's time to celebrate. So July 6th will be our holiday party, Christmas in July, and then we're going to have Harry Hart Brown, who's going to do a little short teaser of The Boy Who Knew the Truth, and we're going to bring it in July. We want you all to come out and see it, and then we're going to do a drum circle. So July 6th is going to be very busy. I advise you, more food. All right, I see our teens coming. The leaders of the 21st century. Woo-hoo, come on down.
What did we do today? So also, I know it looks a little silly. I have a laptop. We have two lovely teens joining us live. So we decided to have them say hello to y'all today. And I'm going to invite Michael to share what we did in youth group today in the We Thrive Youth Program, because we had a very special visit from someone today.
We talked about vision boards and a vision mindset, and we created vision boards from magazines and cut them out. And so we put some words on there and what we want, like when we were older, and that's it.
Could you share what's on yours a little bit?
Oh, I put a water park, a phone, 2 cars, a house, some of my favorite foods, my favorite rapper, what I want to do when I grow up, chain, some dessert, and tree, and that's it. Direct media.
Anybody else want to share their vision board? Okay. I think Alejandra is going to tell you what they did in her group.
We talked about Juneteenth and we made bracelets. And Juneteenth is when people got freedom. And freedom for me is sleeping in.
Thank you. I see a lot of us resonate with that. Mr. Flott, would you come up? We had a guest today in the teen group who facilitated the vision boards, which was amazing. But the other reason I want to bring him up is we are on the teen camp countdown. Next Sunday is our final fundraiser, and it's going to be amazing. And Mr. Flott is hosting it, providing everything, and I'm just going to have him tell you a little bit about what will be available.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see those smiles, joy and love and happiness here together. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a nice waffle breakfast. So we're going to have all the fixings and everything to supply that, nourish that body, mind, and soul. Waffles, turkey sausages, orange juice. And just come on out and support the youth here that we have that are inspired by your love that you give them each and every day, each and every morning. And one of the special things, the 2 ladies here that spend all their time and effort for the betterment of your children. And so that's the benefit of having love as a family and very much just being part of this group here. So I want to personally thank everybody here because I'm very, very grateful. And as I told the kids earlier today, grateful, respect, self-control, and loving. So I just want to thank you guys.
Thank you. We too want to thank everybody for all your support. As you know, we've got 14 people in total going to camp. That's a big group. Did you introduce on here?
No, I didn't. I said that we had teens, but not exactly.
Okay, I just want to acknowledge that we have Alex, who you used to see every Sunday, who lives up north now. And we have some new friends up here and online, Jordan, who will be going to camp with us as well. So we're really excited and grateful for our new friends and all the love and support from all of you. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, Jessica, everyone who works with our youth. So today, after service, I'll wait till the youth. Thank you, loves. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jessica. All right. Thank you. Thank you, youth. So today after service, we will be having our women's group meet up. Our men's group, because Reverend Mike's not here and Frederick's not here, we're going to postpone the men's group. And we will have the women's group, and Patricia, I believe, is getting that ready. There'll be some yummies to fill our tummies so we can sit and talk about self-love and nourishing. The book study every Tuesday, 7 to 8:30, is a new book, Victory Over Fear and Worry. And I'm really excited about this because I don't know this author, so something new to learn to add to my bookshelf and read. Healing Circle every Wednesday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Coffee in Earnest, my 10 to 10:30 meetup is not going to happen next Sunday. We will resume the following Sunday. My Artist Way workshop for the summer has started. If you have any interest in learning anything more about that, it's a self-paced class. It's on your own time, and we meet every other week on Zoom, optional. But it's really to inspire us to really release stuff to find our joy. We have wonderful practitioners here, Chris, Jackie. Raise your hands. I saw Kelly in the back over there. So if you need a checkup from the neck up, we are available for you. There's also in the pews, you can write down Ministry of Prayer. And make sure it's in the positive. I am in a good place, and we will pray over it, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to write there. There's also dial a prayer, 626-795-4216, option 7. And there's a pre-recorded prayer, 24/7. If you need a little prayer, please reach out. Oh, I believe that's it. Time to celebrate our life. Let's call the Ahiah Mass Choir. Everyone please rise and join in the singing.
Can you feel the Spirit in this place? See the love of God on every face. Every creed and color we embrace. We are all God's children living in grace. So we come together, united here as one. We raise our voices in praise. We celebrate every day. We're gonna celebrate in every way. Can you feel the joy in this place? See the love of God on every face. place. See the love of God on every face. Every creed and color we embrace. Every walk of life living in grace. Yes, we come together, united here as one. We raise our voices in praise. We celebrate this day, every day. This day. We're gonna celebrate this day in every way. We're gonna celebrate this day in every way. We're gonna celebrate this day in every way. Celebrate this day. 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 Celebrate this day.
Woo, all right. Join me in our benediction. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in all of my affairs. I accept it. I am it, and I share it. Just the way it appears, and just the way it appears not. Thank you, life. Amen and amen.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please join us in Fellowship Hall for some fellowship.